Yo, what's going on, everyone? Miles Midoriya here with a review of All American Season 6, Episode 9. I thought they did a good job with how they used Billy throughout the episode. Laura had presented Jordan and Olivia with letters Billy had wrote to them, and Spencer got Billy's journal. And in it, he was writing around the time when Spencer had first arrived. At first, Spencer didn't want to keep the journal, but Laura let him know that he would have wanted him to have it. I thought he should at least read it because it might be something that helps him out in the episode, which it did. You see, Dion showed up at Spencer's house because he got so-called kicked out the house because he told his sister he was done with football. His mom had passed away and his dad had left, so he doesn't have anywhere else to go. Spencer went to go talk to Dion's sister, and let's just say she wasn't too happy to see him and in a way was blaming Spencer for what happened. It was later during dinner when Spencer had brought up to Dion that he had talked to his sister, and it was revealed that his sister didn't kick him out. Dion said it just seemed like she wanted him to leave. Also, Dion was being a little bit rude while he was staying at Spencer's house. I get that he's going through something, but don't be rude to the people that's helping you out. Eventually, Dion and his sister did have a talk. Everything got cleared up, which is good because they both have been there for each other, and just to throw it away for football would be wild. Spencer had told her that football was giving him panic attacks, and she said he didn't tell her. Dion said he thought she wouldn't care. She told him that she would, and he said even if he doesn't play football again, and she let him know she doesn't care about football, she cares about her brother. The only reason that she was acting like that was because she wanted to give him a better life than what she was able to give him. And he told her he doesn't care about money or living in a fancy house. When everyone left, she stayed. Now we understand why she was acting that way with Dion. She just cares about him and wanted to make sure that he was good. Yet at the same time, she just needs to listen more like she said she would, and Dion doesn't need to be so quick to leave and just try to get his sister to listen. I thought it was an interesting way how they related Spencer to Billy when Billy had took Spencer in around that time. Jordan in this episode was a little petty. After he read his letter from Billy, he went to go talk to Mac about going into the NFL draft, that it's about what he wants and not pressure from others to be like Billy. Mac let him know what he does in a championship game will help his draft stock, and after that, he will talk to him about going into the NFL draft. Later on, though, Mac did an interview and he mentioned that college QBs going into the NFL early have a significant failure, and how the numbers don't lie. Man, you already know Jordan gonna have something to say. Jordan was waiting in the room the next day. He let Mac know he didn't like a certain part of that interview and said that he's sabotaging his chances for the NFL. That he doesn't want to lose his star quarterback for the next season. And when he decides to enter the NFL draft, he's going to think about himself. I do wonder if that's the reason why he said that during that interview, because he doesn't want to lose his quarterback. Maybe the numbers are right, but he already counted for Spencer not being there, and now he has to count for Jordan not being there if he decides to go. You think Jordan would be done, right? Nah, he went to the exact same place and did an interview. He let him know he wants to finish his college run and keep playing for Coach Kenny, that he built the team from the ground up. He's the reason why they're playing in the championship. And what makes Kenny exceptional is that he cares about them as people and he's not just a numbers guy. This dude Mac gonna sit over there and slam the laptop screen down. I'm not sure about Mac. Maybe he's trying to hold Jordan back. Even though Jordan himself as of right now still doesn't know if he wants to go to the NFL. But what he said about Mac is kind of true. Sure, he's helping them out, but he treats them like numbers. They are people at the end of the day. Some of the players that they have now, would he have given them a chance before, or would he have just looked at the numbers? We know some of the people didn't want a few of the players on the football team, but Kenny gave them a chance. Would Mac have? Next up is Layla. She had therapy in this episode and it helped her out in a way. The therapist wanted to revisit a memory about her mom. Her mom had suffered from severe depression and to get to why her depression isn't responding to the meds. Later on, when she has a conversation with Jordan, she figured out why they weren't working. It was their engagement. I thought Jordan was going to get mad at first, but he didn't. She said she still has unresolved issues around her mom. And when he proposed, it triggered them and the meds stopped working. When her mom was married, she lost sight of who she was. She felt empty and her dad didn't know how to help her. Jordan chimed in and said that's why she didn't want to marry him, why she's questioning his feelings for her and dragging her feet for planning every step of the wedding. He let her know that he gets it. He sprung a proposal on her and that's why he's giving her a way out. She told him she was scared that marrying him would mean that they would turn out like her parents. Her mom didn't know how to ask for help and her dad didn't know how to help her on his own. She did let Jordan know that he's been there for her and that he's not like her dad and she's not like her mom. She doesn't want to weigh out of getting married, she just needs more time. She doesn't want to bring any baggage into their marriage. I'm glad Layla is getting to the root of what's happening to her and working on it, and Jordan being there for her and understanding that she will need some time. And now he knows why she hasn't been 100% in with some of the stuff for the wedding. Olivia in this episode, besides helping out Spencer, she was still trying to get the courage to send a draft to her publisher. And she waited to open the letter that she got from Billy, which did help her out. Towards the end of the episode, she's talking to Spencer and she tells him that she didn't get to say goodbye and she thought she made peace with that, but writing a book and everything surrounding that felt like she got him back. Spencer chimed in that her turning in the book would be like losing him again. Olivia let him know that the letter helped her realize that she can't keep him to herself. As hard as it is, she needs to share her dad's life with the world, and just then she sent the book. I thought Olivia had a good moment in this episode and the emotion that added to it. Her reading a letter of what Billy wanted to say to her, Olivia putting together why she didn't want to send the book off, and her feeling of not being able to say goodbye. I knew whatever gift that she was going to get from Billy would be useful, and it was. Moving along when it comes to Coop and Patience, it wasn't too much, but it did show Coop that there is still some work to be done. Coop had to ask Patience some practice questions and went well the first time around, but Laura was there in the background and she noticed Coop wasn't asking certain questions. She didn't go in with the questions. Coop realized that she just agreed with Patience, and Laura told her that she think Miko's team is going to be so generous. The second time she questioned Patience, it was more intense and she broke down. But that is how things are going to go. They won't hold back during that trial. Later, she told Laura that Patience was forgetting little details. She second guessed herself and she broke down. She told her they can't let Patience take the stand and they have to think of something else. I think that's pretty accurate because she couldn't handle the questions. They're going to have to put something together that helps her out so that her not taking a stand doesn't matter. I don't know, maybe Patience might try to change their minds or she will just let them handle it. Overall, I thought it was a great episode, seeing Billy return and them having him right there as they read the letters and adding in some funny moments as well. So that it wasn't all just sad. Layla having a breakthrough in therapy, Jordan being Jordan, but he did some good in this episode by being there for Layla. Spencer helping out a family so that they can be on the same page. And Olivia having the courage to send off her book to her publisher and understanding why she didn't want to send it off at first. I'm interested to hear y'all thoughts on the episode. Comment below. What did you think about the episode?